Chapter 28. What is said about omens? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said,
ألا إنما طائرهم عند الله ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون.
Rather, their evil beliefs based on their omens are about Allah, but most of them do not know. Surah Al-Araf, chapter 7, verse 131.
قالوا طائركم معكم.
And they, meaning the messenger, said, your omens are for you. Surah Yasin, chapter 36, verse 19. Abu Huraira raziyallahu ta'ala anhu said that Allah's messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there is no adwa, nor tiara, nor hama, nor safar, recorded by Al-Bukhari and Muslim. Muslim adds, nor nawa, nor ghul. Anas relates that Allah's Messenger ﷺ said, there is no adwa nor tiara but fa'al, that is optimism, is more a marvel to me. They said, what is fa'al? He said, a good word, and this is collected by Bukhari and Muslim. And from Abu Dawud with a Sahih chain from Uqba bin Amr who said, tiara was mentioned to Allah's Messenger. He said, the best of it is fal, it does not harm a Muslim. So when you see what he dislikes, then let him say, O Allah, none brings good but you, none defends from evil but you, there is no might or power except by you. Ibn Masud reports that Prophet ﷺ said, tiara is shirk, it will not be among us, but Allah would remove it through tawakkul, recorded by Abu Dawud and at-Tirmidhi, who said it was sahih, but he quoted the end of it from Ibn Masud. And with Ahmad is a hadith from Ibn Amr, whoever is prevented from what he is in need of because of an omen, that is tiara, he has committed shirk. They said, what is the atonement for it? He said to say, O Allah, there is no good except for your good, and there is no omen except by your omen, and none worthy of worship other than you. And also collected by Ahmad is a hadith from Al-Fadl bin Abbas raziyallahu ta'ala anhu. Tiyara is only if you proceed or refrain because of it. Important points. Number 1, explaining the saying of Allah, rather their evil beliefs based on their omens are about Allah, but most of them do not know with. Your omens are for you. Number 2, the negation of adwa. Number 3, the negation of tiara. Number 4, the negation of hamma. Number 5, the negation of safar. Number 6, the fal is not included, rather it is recommended. Number 7, the explanation of fal. Number 8, any hesitation that occurs in the hearts due to omens will not actually cause harm. Rather, Allah will remove it if tawakkul is present. Number 9, mentioning what should be said by one in such case. Number 10, the clarification that tiara is shirk. Number 11, the explanation of the blameworthy tiara. Commentary by al-Sadi. What is said about omens? That is, pessimism due to omens, or names or expressions or locations, etc. That the Sharia has prohibited pessimism due to omens and it censors the omen readers, whereas fal is recommended and omens are rejected. The difference between them: the good fal does not affect people's creed or reasoning, nor does it require the heart to depend upon other than Allah. Rather, it encourages beneficial activity and happiness, and it encourages the soul in pursuit of what is beneficial. An example is when the worshipper has decided to travel or marry or to agree to a contract or such important circumstance, then he sees something which encourages him to do it, or he hears words that encourage him, like someone saying to him, O Rashid, one who was guided aright, or O Salim, unobstructed, or Ghanim, that is successful. So he is encouraged, and his desire to see the matter through that he has already decided to do will intensify. All of this is good and results in good things, there being nothing of precaution in that. As for the omen, that is, when decides to do some beneficial, religious, or worldly matter, but he sees or hears something that causes him to hesitate over that, the result is one of the two cases, one of which is worse than the other. Number one, he gives in to that premonition, avoiding what he had decided to do, or vice versa. So he becomes pessimistic because of it, retreating from something that he already decided on, so as can be seen by this. His heart becomes utterly dependent and acts upon this bad feeling. This bad feeling in turn changed his intention, his decision, and his action. There is no doubt that in such a case, there is an effect on his faith, damaging his Tawheed and Tawakkul, not to mention the weakness of the heart and the fear of creatures that has arisen in his heart. All of this causes him to depend upon matters that there is no reason for, cutting off his heart's dependence upon Allah. This is a sign of the weakness of Tawheed and Tawakkul, and it is one of the paths of Shirk and the roots leading to it, as well as being among the superstitions abhorrent to reason. Number two, that he does not accept the premonition, yet it fills his heart with stress, sadness, and grief. So even though it is not the same as the first, it is still evil and harmful for the worshipper, weakening the heart and diminishing tawakkul. Sometimes his bad feeling prove true. So thinking that it was because of that omen, it intensifies his pessimism, and sometimes it will reach the level of the first case. So this is an elaboration to explain why the Sharia shows an abhorrence for pessimism, why it censors it, and how such pessimism negates Tawheed and Tawakkul. It is necessary for anyone who senses something like this, fearing that he may be overcome and follow the premonition, that he struggle to defend himself and seek help from Allah for this, and not to depend upon such premonitions, thinking that they will protect him from evil.